Hey everyone, this is Frank from Around the Mage Table here to introduce you to the new bosses coming in Echo Dome Aldani in Season 3 of The War Within. Azakar will stay stationary in the middle of the room, calling little mites in every so often that need to be cleaved down quickly. The group should cluster to help keep the mites together, but also because you want to be strategic about placing digestive spittle at all corners of the boss. This is for when Azakar attempts to devour, sucking in players and mites to feast on. To stop the boss from getting healed and a damage buff, slow down the mites in the spittle to clear them quickly. And tanks don't leave melee or expect a ton of AoE. Tabat and Awage have two phases. Rift Claws will apply a nasty bleed on the tank. You'll see players targeted for Warp Strike that you want to point away from the group. And periodically, two players will be selected for Binding Javelin. Position the two players as a Venn diagram, and then cleave the javelins down as the damage will ramp. At 100% energy, the boss will dismount, cast Arcane Blitz, and become immune. They'll have 6 stacks of Incorporeal that can be removed by dragging your targeted Warp Strike to hit the boss too. After removing the stacks, you'll have a damage amp phase for 15 seconds with 2 target cleave. And the final boss is the Soul Scribe, where you will cycle through 3 different types of mechanics trying to save your fate from being hit. Every time the boss casts Whispers of Fate, it will be immediately followed by one of these 3 spells. You want to run over your fate to pick up a 10% damage and healing buff before these spells hit the fate. If you fail to get your fate, you will suffer a heavy dot along with a 30% haste reduction. The 3 spells you'll see are Ceremonial Dagger, where 5 lines will project out from the boss and after a couple seconds fire off. Dread of the Unknown, where all players will have a large area of effect that needs to be ran out while not hitting anyone else or their fates. And then at 100 energy, the Soul Scribe will shatter a handful of fate and begin casting Eternal Weave, where several frontals will go off trying to hit you and your fate that haven't been collected already. We're looking forward to Echo Dome Aldani coming into Season 3 of The War Within, and don't forget to check out Around the Mage Table, available wherever you get your podcasts.